The Vision of One. Very, very quick. I'm reading through a Mighty Mess's documentary that he wrote to me, and some of it I'm understanding, some of them I'm not, but that's irrelevant to the fact. We get to a point where they starts to talk about Peter and Simon, and I'm going Peter, Paul, and Mary, and then I'm going Simon and Garfunkel, and instead of Garfunkel, I end to Simon and Mary. I get to Mars. The Y in Mary is the division of Earth of altered current. Okay, the angle of altered current, MA. Then I get to war, because instead of Garfield or Mansfield, okay, Mount Mansfield, right, is a place they do electric. I think they send out radio waves or something, because it's in Vermont, and they've been announcing it on the TV all the time. Instead of Garfield, it also is war. War is raw. Angel resident, the BC creation is the BC connection to communication, CB channels. Then from raw, you go to naked. And from naked, you go to Adam and Eve. And back to the beginning, something to do with eating the forbidden fruit. The wrong word, not the right word, choosing the word. Raphael, just to say that 2005 was my last year of old recognitioning. I just noted yesterday that it was also 2050. It can also be 70 or 82. It can also be area space 44 and 14 DNA 1444. We can reverse this to 1444, which equals to 1440 minutes, 60 times 24, 1444. The man came in, and the end of his day of entry is 144 hours. He comes in after the 121st hour, after it, and he finishes it. It closes out on him at the 144th hour. If we were closing doors, the door must be closed. The door is still closed and has begun to open, but is not open, and there's not even a crack in the door before the mouse can see the cheese. The little hole in the wall, right? The little half circle. We walk through halves, halves. By the time I'm finished this design of these two eyes looking at you, you'll be looking at the alphabet. What is the letter S? What is Roland music? What is the... See this nail over here of the hawk? By the time I'm finished and I draw two eyes there, I've got another image popping up. Do you want to look at 7? Well, I put 7 equals above and 7 equals below, and I have 7 and 5. I can integrate these two together. It'll create a design. This way, okay, it has 5L, which equals to 60. So 7, 5, which is GE, running out of the number in the moon, 3 times 25, 3 times 19, 19 and 25 is 44, area space, minus it, it's for 6, because it's the passage of something to do with the energy of the red sun. 88 goes to 98, the high sky. Jesus and the day of man go to the high sky. Take away Jesus, all you have is her. Take away DC, the skies of 88, all you have is 78, and that's the gateway to the Q. And that Q queen for me is hydropower. And the slant might be the continuous current and movement of that hydropower. I did a video yesterday, and I'm not even sure if it uploaded. And I was talking about the days of the week, and one of the hardest part of the days of the week is every day, because it's week. And then when the Friday comes, and Friday we hit the weekend, so we're hitting the weekend of the week. Week and end are two things that are negative. No one wants to end anything, and no one wants to be weak. What week is it? What week is it? What week is it? What week is it? So are we boosting ourselves up by saying week? Are we boosting ourselves up by saying it's the end? It's the end of the rainbow, I know it. The end of the rainbow? Which end of the rainbow? And I'm going to go back. This might be 360 degrees if we have a circle this way. If we have no thickness, right? We're on thin ice. We're on water. So they put earth to give us a thickness, right? Give us a thickness up and down, up and down. Up and down, then all the way down, and up and down and up and down. Measure your sea level. If you want to learn about the flat and round earth or oval earth, understand the sea level, understand the mountains, and redesign the earth according to the sea level and the highest mountain. Draw those lines, the highest mountain to the lowest point. That's the only way to reconstruct it. It's all the skull bones. Earth above and earth below. There is no up, there is no down. There is no up, there is no down. They dug a hole that was 6 feet down. They ever tell you how far across the graveyard is? No, the expression is bury him 6 feet down, 2 feet up. But they didn't say 4 feet wide by 8 feet long, the size of a plywood, because it's not. It's 4 by 8, it's a half a plywood. It's a half a 3/4 inch plywood or 2x4s that they nest the roasts on, okay, to lower you back into the grave from whence you came. From whence you came not. If you go back into the ground and you shall never be again, then you never came from the ground. The body, the construction of who you are, just like gold, a very precious metal, one of the precious metals, you too are one of those precious individuals that coagulate. Can I say coagulate means to stick, but cooperate, have cooperated between all the metals together, brought together to vibrate and move that spirit, that whatever it is that comes from the communication center, the BCACMD world, MDV. Somebody was asking me, I think it was Walk, you were asking me about the letter R. And what's so funny about the letter R, the letter R, the letter B, 2 eyes and a nose, you know, you want to put on glasses, is that R facing R creates DVD. When you create DVD, right, when you create DVD, I don't know which one you want to do. There's so many ways to do it. I'm going to take the camera off, go a little bit deeper into this video. When you create DVD, we have one line here, we have one line here, I have one line here, I have one line here, I have one line here and one line here because it must pass this area over here. I'd have one line here and one line here and one line here and one line here, 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 and here. I could have one line here and then one line here, and then one line here and one line here, or this way. What are we doing? What is this numerological evaluation going to be? If I did this and put this through it, or I did this and put this through it, there's something different. Here I have a D, and here I have a D. Here I have a DO. DO and DO. Doo-doo. These two create 19 and 19, 11 and 11. 21, 21. Why? Because this is the 15th letter. This is the 4th letter D. 4 and 15. 19, 19. Then over here, what do we have over here? What do we have over here? Do you want to call this a C? Because it goes around this way and goes around this way. The ends part, maybe it's the sense. I don't know. So when we take all these things, or I take out the end of the R, right? If I take out the end of the R or remove from the belly, right? This is the B letter, right? We're going to remove from the belly, right? And we're going to give, instead of a belly, now man walks. All we do is go from a D to a V. When you have man on each side, okay? When you have man on each side, that's the E world. It's the W. Man walking. Man walking with a sex, holding on to both sides of who he is. Man walking. You know the way they turn these letters on the inside? Do you ever see them turn the letters on the inside? I have a design I wanted to show off I really liked, where the letters were turned on the inside. I'm going to see if I can find it. I do have this R over here. Do you see the outside? Check this out. Right? I have to do that because it's square here and it's square there, right? But then I have to take it one more and bring it down here. When I do that, I automatically end up with that design. Same design on the inside. Same design on the inside. But I'm trying to look for a set of feet that I made, and I'm not finding it. I'm not finding the feet. And I don't like, I'm stretching out this video now with all these things, and we know in French what all these things mean, right? Remember, I had to go over here. So I went around. I didn't go straight through. I had to go over here, so I went under. Why go under? Why go over? What are those numbers? Why should I go straight through? At what point do I have to meet somebody? And the reality is the E world. You want to do this? You go straight through the center and you find all these parts. You add on to these worlds, now you go above or below and no more straight through. And I'm not sure what they're talking about. They're talking about the DNA, right? Are they talking about DNA? I think I found it right over here. Do you like this? This is the letter Z, right? But I took 2 feet on it. I don't even want to talk about it because I like it so much I can't explain it. I forgot. Go around and go around, otherwise it's straight. The moon. The reason we have quarter moons is because we're going around areas. We're going straight forward. We see the quarter moon, we're going around. We see the quarter moon, we go around. If this is an 8 and we go through the center over here, we see the full moon. Right? I know it takes me a long time to see things. Maybe I'll do it in the next video. But if this was the configuration, right? Imagine going this way and then going this way. And every time we get to a certain area, it'll show us the quarter moon, over here the half moon, or over here the half moon, and over here the full moon, and over here the full moon. I don't know, but this is the way I see this done. Okay, we're gonna wait and get into the next video. Mighty Messer, I'm gonna be reading the rest of your stuff. If anybody's made it to here, just tell Mr. Messer I'm looking into all of this. I do like the Lord is my shepherd, right? But they also have German shepherds. So Simon, Peter, fisherman, and most fishermen lie. 4 crossword puzzles, 4 fishermen, 4 crossword puzzles, 4 winners. Take care of my sheep. Sleep with my sheep. Sleep, my brothers and sisters, sleep. Peter failed equals Christian. Why he became like the Jews, loving and hating. Tree and fruit. He became half truths, half lies, pieces of trash, just like all things attached to the Hebrew root became. Pepsi halftime, 3:32. We're going to do this in the next video. Thank you for watching.